Good morning. Wanted to spend a couple minutes with you this morning. I was reading something this morning that if you've ever spent time, the story was this: if you've ever spent time traveling much and you go in around the large cities, at certain times of the day, around the large cities, they have what's called an HOV lane, high occupancy vehicle lane. And they do this so that they're trying to encourage more people to ride together and cut down on traffic. And so if they get people that, 2, 3, 4 people will commute together, that's maybe 3 less cars on the road. And so they give them a preferential lane that can move faster. But if you're caught in the high occupancy vehicle lane, the HOV lane, by yourself with just one person in the car during those specific times of the day, you can get hit with a pretty good sized fine. And that's what happened to this man in Arizona. He thought he could beat it by taking a classroom skeleton and dressing it up, putting glasses, putting a ball cap on it, putting it in the driver's seat, tinting his windows a little bit. He thought he could get in the high occupancy vehicle lane and nobody would know the difference. The police said they've seen it all and that they arrest, I forget how many people per month that are trying to beat the system, try to beat the lane. And so he got caught. He got pulled over with this skeleton in the car, and he got like a $400 fine. The point I'm getting at is we try to do sometimes the same thing with God. We think, if I do this in secret, nobody will know, nobody will ever find out, nothing's ever going to happen. But the Bible says over in Luke chapter 8, verse 17, "For nothing is hidden that will not become evident, nor anything secret that will not be known and come to light." It says in Deuteronomy 29:29, "The secret things belong to the Lord our God." It's interesting how oftentimes people think they can fool God. How, they think God's not going to pay any attention to this, or, we think we can get away with it. We think we can fool everybody around us and we can get away with it and everything will be fine and nobody will ever know and God won't pay any attention to this because nobody knows. But God always knows. God always sees. And so, the Bible says that one of the things that we have to be aware of is that one of these days everything will be revealed. I don't know about you. Somebody once told me that the true test of a person's character is how they behave when nobody's watching. Well, that's partly true. I know what they mean. But the truth is somebody is always watching. Somebody is always aware of what we're doing and where we're going and who we're with and what we're saying, even what we're thinking. So the challenge to us is to be people of character all the time. Whether we think somebody's watching or not, whether we think somebody's aware of what's going on or not, it's that we be people of character in whatever situation we find ourselves in, and that we pay attention to where we're going, what we're doing. I'm outside today and there's a bunch of little birds in the bushes. It's like I have an audience here, bunch of little birds in the bushes watching me and tweeting at me, and so it kind of makes me look over and smile. Anyway, today, whatever you have planned, whatever you're doing, understand this: God is there. He's watching, and that can be either a frightening thing or a comforting thing. I hope to you it's a comforting thing in knowing that there's no circumstance that you're going to have to face, no situation you're going to have to endure, no problem you're going to have to face, nowhere you're going to have to go, that God isn't going to be there with you. I hope that's a comforting thing to you. But if you're trying to sneak around and get away with things and thinking God isn't paying attention, that thought might be a little frightening to you today. Well, God is there. Just like my little birdie friends. God is there. Have a great day. Pay attention to the fact, become more aware of God's presence, and you'll find it a blessing in the long run. You have a great day. I'll talk to you tomorrow. God bless. Bye.